I wonder, Kevin, sticking with you, how do you see the continued use of Indian mascot symbols and images? And is a reassessment happening, or are we still sort of too slow on that path?
We've been too slow forever, but it is happening. It's happening one by one. Every week we read about another mascot at some high school somewhere in the country deciding that the mascot needs to go. It was a very big deal when the Washington football team finally gave in and changed its name. The Cleveland baseball team has followed. I think they literally are changing their name formally today. There are others in professional sports, the Kansas City football team, the Chicago hockey team, the Atlanta baseball team. They continue to resist. They continue to pretend that they are honoring Native Americans, but just watch one of those games and observe the conduct and ask yourself, if you were Native, would you be honored by what those fans are doing? So they've got to go, and they will go. It's just a matter of time.
Angeline, how does such racial stereotyping affect the social identity and self-esteem of Native youth? You worked for years with Native children in the school system. What Tell us what are the perception? How does that affect their self-esteem?
To see yourself portrayed as a caricature or the worst, the most extreme stereotype, either as this noble, um, wise person or this savage, that whole noble savage dichotomy, um, it does a disservice. I was a student at Central Michigan University. Their mascot still is the Chippewa. And I remember taking a group of students from the nearby reservation to a football game, and this was in the 1980s. And just the look on those students' faces when they saw people acting foolish. Um, and I just, I don't believe there's any place in sports or school education that justifies the use of Native American people and communities as a mascot. And I think
Kevin,
the interesting oh, I was going to say the interesting thing is when um, those schools that are like cling to that identity, that mascot identity, and it's like they might find one native friend that says, "Oh, I don't care. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool." And it's like, no, it negates all of the other information and studies that have been done that show native mascots are harmful.